What's poppin', guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my first get ready with me, and y'all look a mess. I did do my brows off camera just because I felt like if I didn't, this video would be like 2 hours long. So I did that off camera, and today I'm gonna be talking about my box braids with straight hair video, and I am doing like my everyday makeup look. So yeah, let's get into it.
The truth will set you free, but first it'll piss you off.
Shout out to them people.
Okay, so I'm just gonna start off by saying, like, anybody who you guys have seen in like any of my YouTube videos, I know them personally. And it just started that way just because when I first started my channel, I was super nervous to like actually ask people to be on my channel, because number one, I didn't get a lot of views, and like that's one of the first things they ask. They're like, oh, how many views do you get? And I'm just like, like 100. Like, I don't really get that many views. So it was just kind of like a nervous thing for me. And like, I just didn't know if people would be comfortable like being on camera, or if I was gonna like talk through it. Like, is it gonna take more time? So I really only asked people that I knew. So the girl in that video is actually my little brother's best friend's wife now. She came to me because they were going on a trip to the Philippines, and she was like, oh, like, you know, I don't want to have to, you know, do my hair. I want to keep my hair protected. Like, obviously they're going to be in the water, all that good stuff. And she really wanted box braids. And so I was like, okay, for sure. And growing up, I always worked on like all different hair types just because my high school was predominantly Asian, and I had a lot of Mexican friends. So I had worked on like coarse hair, straight hair, like I did it literally all. And I knew that working on that hair texture was just a lot harder for people. So when I was making the video, my intentions was like, okay, like I'm gonna plug people and let them know like how to braid, you know, on straight hair because it's super tight. Like everything about that video was about the hair texture. Like it was never like, oh, I'm gonna post a video like of an Asian getting box braids, or like a white girl getting box braids. Like that was never my intention. So it was crazy because the video was up for like 2 months, and then I was literally out to eat sushi with my boyfriend, and I kept like getting YouTube notifications, and I was like, what the hell, like why are people hella commenting right now? And so I looked, and like they were all on that video, and literally it was going viral like in that moment. So every time I refreshed it, it would be like 2,000 more views, 500 more views, 1,000 more views, like all the way until it got up to like basically 100,000 is when I stopped like monitoring it. So it literally went from like 5,000 to like damn near 100,000 in a day. And so I was like, what? That's crazy. Like, and you know, most of the reactions to it, like I guess I could say like at this point it was kind of mixed. Like there was a lot of negativity, you know, from mainly African Americans, and then there were some people that were like, oh my God, like you're so talented, oh my God, you know. So I was kind of just like, wait a minute, like this is just so crazy for me. Like that's the first time that any of my videos had kind of like did numbers in that amount of time like that. So of course I was like, oh my God, like freaking out, you know. And so like people were like clearly upset because I totally understand the stigma against like African American women with box braids, and in a lot of areas like it is looked down upon, and we are judged for it, and we are not offered jobs for it and everything. And you know, I also understand that there are people like Kim K who don't like make it any better because they're taking the shit and like changing the name. And like I was really bothered by the reaction just because, like I said, everybody that I ever post in any of my videos, like I know them personally. So my first reaction was kind of just like, fuck, like I don't want her to see this and be like, why are all these people like coming for me? You know, I didn't want to make her feel bad, because it's almost like I felt like I put her in a position to be judged, you know what I mean? And you know, I offered to record it for her. Like I thought it would just be like super cool, you know, and so did she. And to be honest, like I don't even think she really gives a fuck, or nor does she even look at the comments. But you know, I just felt bad because I'm like, damn, like I put you in a position to be like judged by the world. And like obviously the people who came, you know, from a place of positivity and were just like expressing their opinion, like I let them post their opinion on there. But the people who were like, this bitch is ugly, which like she's clearly not, she's like hella pretty, braids or not, those people, I'm like, I have to delete this. Like I cannot let her be like badgered or torn down like on my channel and just, you know, like allow it. And so that was my first initial feeling. And then, you know, because like, honestly, I don't see a problem with it, and I'll get more into that. And because I didn't see a problem with it, I'm like, damn, you know, and like, I felt bad for not agreeing with the majority. I'm like, damn, you know, am I missing something? Like, I started feeling bad that, you know, I posted the video. I'm like, shit, you know, I didn't know so many people were gonna be triggered, you know, and so now it's like, I'm feeling bad that I even allowed it to be posted, because people are like, sis, like, what are you doing, you know? So yeah, then I went through that feeling. And then after a while, when I saw that like most people were being negative with just like no intention of like educating or, you know, just judging her off the bat, like a lot of people were like, white people shouldn't do this and that, like she's not even white, you know? Once I realized that, I was kind of just like, you know, why am I trying to sympathize or, you know, feel bad for people who are like coming on here and attacking someone, like, you know, the exact same thing that you don't want to be done to you, but, you know, obviously it's the internet, but it's like, you come on here and you're like attacking a person that you don't even know. Like, why should, you know, I feel sympathy for you or feel where you're coming from, you know? So then I went through that feeling, and, you know, honestly for me, it's like I said, like I grew up, you know, just like in a really diverse area, and a lot of what people have experienced, I haven't experienced, and that obviously doesn't mean that it doesn't happen, but I just haven't experienced it. But I just felt like, you know, her intentions in getting the hairstyle was not like, oh, I want to be black. Like that, let's get that clear. Like that definitely was not her intentions. Wait, we don't have to pause because I cannot talk on this part. Okay, yes, so sorry. So yeah, when she came to me, it was more of like, this is so beautiful. And she had always saw people in the Philippines that had their hair braided, and she was like, I've never known someone who could do it. And so yeah, like I was like super irritated, guys, because first of all, white people are not the only ones with straight hair, and like that's what it seemed like most people were concerned about, that like it's cultural appropriation, and you know, if you're black you can't wear braids, which I think is like freaking absurd. And also, like, I just feel like if we want people to, you know, accept and appreciate our culture, like why do we attack people who are genuinely doing that? Like, and like I said in the beginning, I understand that there are like the Kim Kardashians who, you know, take box braids and try to call it something else, or, you know, and there's been other people to do it too. It's not only Kim K. But it's like, I'm not gonna put every single, you know, white person or Latino person or whatever they are in one category because, you know, there's some shitheads in the world, you know, just like I wouldn't want them to do that for me. And if somebody is truly appreciating, you know, a hairstyle or something about my culture, like I'm gonna embrace them, like just like I would an African-American woman. And, you know, it could be where I come from or just the way that I grew up, but that's like truly how I feel about it. And so when I first started my channel, you know, I knew I wanted my channel to be diverse because that's just the reality of like my life. Like I said, I work on a lot of, like, I live in the Bay Area, and I don't know, it's really diverse out here. So I work on a lot of Latinos, a lot of Latinas. I work on, you know, a lot of Asians, a lot of Tahitian dancers because, you know, they always want their hair braided so it can be super big when they take it out. And that's just like the reality of my life. Like, I'm a braider, so it's usually braids, and I just like to share my work with the world. So it was just crazy to me that it had got that reaction, and it really like just baffled me that most of the people, which is like, this is just the internet in general, like most of the people were just super negative. You know, like, this shit ugly. Like, it's clearly not ugly. Like, I know I'm a good braider. You know, I'm not perfect, but I know I'm a good braider. So like, the shit ain't ugly. You know, so that was just my whole thing. Like, the people that came, you know, with good intentions, like, I just don't agree with this, and this is why, like, we can, you know, we can open the discussion and we can talk about it. But if you're just being ignorant as hell, like, you know, that's just another story. And so, yeah, I think it's crazy because, like, to this day, I still like receive messages or just like comments on there like from, you know, people who are not African American, like, oh, well, do I have permission to wear braids in my hair? Or they'll be like, what is your opinion on me wearing braids? Like, I'm from blah, 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 and I really want to wear braids. And they ask me for advice. And I try to respond to everybody on my channel, but like, just responding to you guys all in general now, I'm just gonna say, like, first of all, what you choose to do with your hair is really your choice. You know, I can't, first of all, I don't run anybody's life. I don't make decisions for anyone but myself. So I can't tell you, like, yeah, go get box braids. Like, you know, nobody's gonna say shit. I can't say that. You know, I can't say, no, you're not allowed to get box braids because I'm African American and I say so. Like, I can't say that either. So my only advice is, like, do you. Like, if you want to get box braids, girl, get box braids and rock your box braids in confidence. It's just kind of like, you know what could potentially come with it, and I feel like you have to be ready for that. You know, and that's just the reality of it. So, you know, just going forward, my channel has been diverse. My channel will always be diverse because, like I said, that is my reality. And I understand that, you know, some people will agree with it. And I talk to people that have been like, no, I totally feel you. Like, what's the big deal? You know, it's not like you came on there and was like, you know, like, that video was literally all about texture. That was my only intentions. Everything about it was about texture. You know, some African American women have really straight hair. I mean, maybe their hair is permed. Your hair is straight. You know, so you know, going forward, like, my channel is always going to be super diverse, and if that's not what you like, or if that's not what you want to see, then sis, unsub, you know, because that's what it's going to be. You know, if I work on a texture that, you know, I want to share, or I'm proud of my work, then yeah, it's just, I'm going to share it. And it's crazy to me because, like, as a stylist, like, what keeps me going as a stylist, because for a while I really didn't even like to braid, it's just the feeling of, like, seeing people get out of the seat and have, like, a renewed confidence about themselves because of a hairstyle that I did. It's like, you know, like when barbers, like, when somebody comes in looking shitty and then he leaves the chair and it's like, you done leveled him up and, like, he has a renewed confidence about himself. Like, that's what keeps me going as a stylist. Like, I don't care who you are. So obviously, if she came in and, you know, she had some other intentions, or if I didn't know her personally, it would be different, but I do. So that was just, like, super irritating for me. So yeah, that will be probably the last time that I address that video, because yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna feed into negativity. Those of you guys who, like, stated your opinion and, like, you didn't agree, but you were super positive about it and, like, you know, said what you had to say, like, I appreciate you guys too, because, like I said, it's cool to have a discussion, but if you're gonna be ignorant and immature, like, I'm just gonna delete it. That's just the bottom line, you know. But if you're just saying what you gotta say and you have your own opinion, which you're entitled to, then cool, you know, drop your opinion and say what you gotta say, and you're good to go. So yeah, but anyway, on to some more better things. Like, guys, I'm YouTubing full time now, which is, like, crazy, because before I was working a 9 to 5, and I actually ended up getting laid off on what I felt like was some super personal type shit. So I am super excited to say that I am YouTubing full time now. So hopefully, like, I can get more creative with these videos, and you guys can, like, obviously get more content out of me. Y'all, I had to shut it down as soon as I took the eyeliner out. And yeah, I am super, like, just thankful and supportive to everyone who, like, even just gave me any type of motivation to be here and to be doing this. Like, all you guys' comments, that's why I try to respond to everybody, because it's like, y'all be pushing me and just motivating me to, like, be the shit, and, like, that's what I love about you guys. So yes, I am YouTubing full time now, and it's only been about a month since I haven't been working, which is really weird. I'm gonna be going to cosmetology school here soon, and, like, that's really not because, like, I want to. Like, I've never been like, oh, like, I want to go to cosmetology school. And yeah, so that's one of the reasons why my giveaway has been on hold, just because I'm trying to, like, figure everything out right now, and I don't have, like, that steady income. So it's kind of like I have to transition and make everything work with, you know, what I have right now. And so I promise, like, when I get on my feet and settled and just a little more stable, I will give you guys a giveaway. Like, I truly appreciate each and every single one of you guys, especially my notification gang. Like, I rock with you guys, like, for real. So yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna be starting cosmetology school soon, and that's not by choice. Like, I've never been like, oh, I hella want to go to cosmetology school, because I really don't. But I know that if I want to like advance in my career and, you know, just to better myself, especially with cutting and coloring, like, I'm gonna need cosmetology school. That's just the reality of it. And so some stuff I feel like I just can't teach myself, and yeah, so that's why I'm doing cosmetology school, because I gotta do something, y'all. I can't just be bumming it, you know, and I know that'll help me advance a lot quicker. So yeah, I'm gonna be embarking on that journey and doing that. Still doing a lot of research on what schools I want to go to. My first like initial thing was like, oh, Paul Mitchell for sure, but I don't know, people have like tried to talk me out of it, so we'll see where I end up. But anyway, yeah, I'm doing that full time, and I'm just trying to tackle life, I guess, one step at a time. Really, right now? My boyfriend just pulled up and he's calling me. What's up?
Can you go in the kitchen real quick?
Can I go in the kitchen?
Yeah, just standing in the kitchen.
You got me something for Valentine's Day?
No, dude, just stand in the kitchen until I get in the room. I don't want you to see what I got.
Oh, alright.
You're gonna be mad because I spent hella money on myself. You're gonna be like, we don't got money for that, Trey.
Oh, alright.
Alright.
Bye.
Bye.
So yeah, a lot of the pricing and booking information and all that stuff that you guys asked me, you can find on my website now. And I made it, like I said, it launched at the beginning of this year. I had a friend who like did it for me, so shout out to Lindsay, because I think she did an amazing job, and like I wouldn't have been able to like get that done, you know, without her. She helped me out a lot with that, so I really truly appreciate her. And yeah, that's why my name changed. So I know like somebody asked me before, like, oh my god, you changed your name, because originally my YouTube name was DOPEaxxPANA, and I changed it. Like, she convinced me to change it just for like, just to be professional. And at the time, like, I'm hella like, what's it called? Sporadic? Is that what it's called? Spontaneous. There you go. Not spontaneous. Like, I do things on impulse, so.
Impulsive.
Huh? Yeah, impulsive. There we go. So like the first time she mentioned it, because she was just like, oh, you know, even though it doesn't say ass like the name, you know, it was like dope ass. It stands for dope ass Panamanian. Even though it didn't say it, it like implied it. And I was like, you know what? You're right. Like, I don't want to fuck up potential business opportunities in the future. And so in that moment, I had changed it. And then over time, I was kind of just like, but I'm DOPEaxxPANA. Like, that's been my Instagram name for so long. And I don't know, like, I'm kind of just stuck and attached to that name. And so I'm definitely going to change it back. But YouTube has like this stupid rule where you can only change your YouTube name like once every 6 months or something crazy like that. So I haven't been able to change it back. And I don't know, I'm kind of cool with Brianna Renee. That's like my first and my middle name, so it's not like it's stupid. Some people like it better, but I'm still DOPEaxxPANA. So that's why when I introduce myself in my videos, I always say, it's your girl, DOPEaxxPANA. You know, because really, that's, you know, who I am. So yeah, if you guys were curious why my name changed, like a lot of you guys came after, but you know, if you were curious why my name changed, then that is why. And actually, I'm just curious to know, like, what name do you guys like better? Like, I like DOPEaxxPANA just because, like, I'm Panamanian, I'm dope as hell, and like I said, that's been my Instagram name for years, and it's super unique. Like, you know, it's unique to me. And I feel like there's just hella other, well, I pronounce my name Brianna, but there's hella other Briannas in the world. I don't know if they spell their name like mine's, because my parents were extra as fuck with that spelling, but I'm just curious to know, like, what do you like better? Like, do you guys like Braids Renee? Do you guys like DOPEaxxPANA? Like, which do y'all prefer? I don't know, if y'all feeling Braids Renee, I might just keep it. You know, it is already in my intro. FYI, shout out to Jerry the Worst because she finessed that intro for me. It's so popping. I don't know if y'all remember my what's his name? Designer one. Pana. I did that one myself and like I thought it was so tight. And now that I look back at it, it's like lame. So yeah, shout out to Jerry. She does like a lot of intros for beauty gurus. So yeah. Let me know which one y'all feeling and you know, maybe I might make a decision. So yeah, I'm pretty much done with my makeup. Like I said, I'm a super simple, oh yeah, just to finish this off, I'm gonna get ready to throw this unit on and I still haven't customized it, but it is a wig and I've been popping with the wigs. Like so many companies want to send me wigs and it's like, I'm not even I can't even really finesse a wig like I want to right now. But I've been feeling it because I've been getting hella better, you know, just doing it more. And I felt like I just didn't do it enough. So yeah, I'm about to throw this wig on and then y'all will see my finished look. Ooh. I couldn't find, I've been using like this like gloss from Blackpink. It's a makeup brand. And I couldn't find it, so I'm just mixing like 2 of my MAC lipsticks right now. And yeah, it's cool. It's alright. It's alright or whatever. I used to usually do this before I got that lippy and now, yeah. So yeah, I'm about to throw this unit on and I will show you guys the final look. And if you guys enjoyed this get ready with me, like y'all have stories for days, like especially my college stories for days. If you guys want to see more videos like this, more get ready with me's, however you say it, then let me know in the comment section and I will be sure to get those popping for y'all. This was fun, guys. About to throw some whoop. I look like Queen Latifah and set it off. I'm about to throw a unit on these Meek Mills and I'm gonna come back popping, y'all. Alright guys, so this is my finished look. I went ahead and put my unit over my Meek Mills and I'm popping now. And yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this chit chat. I look forward to like seeing you guys all on my channel in the future. Much love to each and every one of you guys and I will catch you guys in my next video. Deuces.